皆さんこんばんは、中西です。こんばんは。今日はちょっと久々にレッスンをやろうと思っていまして、で内容がですね、僕もですね初めて聞くようなフレーズばっかりなんですが、値切る時に役に立つ3つのフレーズを普段ネイティブの人が使うフレーズってなかなか触れる機会がないので、これを機会に皆さんとシェアをしたいんですけれども、3つの、フレーズですよね。でこれを定着させることによって海外でも値切り交渉、仕事でも使えたり、旅行中にも使えたりって今日は3つ覚えていただければなっていうふうに思っています。で1つ目は何かっていうと、足元見て高い金額を言ってきた時に使える言葉で、2つ目がですね、これがあなたのできる最大限ですかみたいな感じで、自分が売り手だったらこれぐらいがあなたが出せる限界ですかって、自分が買い手だった場合はこれがあなたができる値切りの最大限ですかっていうフレーズです。3つ目が何かっていうと、これでいいんですよね、本当にこれで買いますよ、これで売りますよっていう最終確認のフレーズです。この3つを今日はレッスンで習ったので皆さんにシェアしたいと思っています。はい、それでは久々にがっつりしたレッスン始めたいと思います。Hi.
Hello, Nakami-san. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you see me too?
Yes, I can see you.
Alright, that's really great. Okay, so good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Not too bad.
I
Yeah.
see. Did you just stay at home all day?
Yes.
You ready for our lesson?
I want to use the another lesson today. Okay.
Oh, no worries about that. Okay, so I'm so sorry because I used to have a daily conversation, daily news article with you, but no worries about that one. If you want to have another lesson, that's okay too.
Yes.
Alright, so may I ask what lesson material do you want to have for tonight?
So I want to improve my listening skill. So what article is better to improve my listening skill?
Well, actually, you could have Jitsu Eikaiwa too. But because here in Jitsu Eikaiwa, sometimes we also have this listening activity.
Okay. 実用英会話?
Do you want to take that?
Yes.
Okay, that's not. Let me just send it to you in our chat box. It's also nice to try another lessons too.
Yes, these days I always choose the daily news article, but these days the article just mentioned about the coronavirus or something. It's the same thing, so yeah.
So maybe I think you are already bored, and I think it feels sad if you always read a lot of articles about pandemic. Could you please read the title of tonight's lesson and what's your goal?
I can negotiate prices.
Exactly. Okay. So for the introduction, can you see the introduction part there? Everyone wants
the best deal. Negotiating can help you convince a seller to give you a better offer.
Exactly. Okay, so for tonight, let's talk about negotiating, okay?
Yes.
Alright, do you have any questions before we proceed?
No.
No question?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll ask you a question, okay?
Yes.
Now, do people usually negotiate prices in Japan?
Sometimes I think we negotiate the price in Japan. Maybe in the free market.
I see. But is it really common to negotiate in Japan or not really? So, sometimes only.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Like, is it common to Japanese to negotiate with buyers? Is it common?
Not so common.
I see. So sometimes only.
Yes, you're right.
I see. Because here in the Philippines, most of the Filipinos really like negotiating. Like, for example, that person is already their friend, and that friend or their friend is selling something. Still, they will just negotiate with that one. So what about you, Nakami-san? When was the last time you negotiated with a price for example, in a market or in anywhere?
You mean so in my job, we sometimes buy something. We must ask more than two companies let them give us the price, and maybe we can choose a cheaper one.
Sometimes you already think that it's already cheap in some specific markets or some specific stores, but if you will just check it online, like in some online deliveries, I think online is more, or I think online is cheaper than those stores, right?
Yes, you're right.
I think negotiating. I saw it online, and I think I have this cheaper one. So I think you should also give me this price too when you went to a market. All right, first we have step A, expressions. So here we have some expressions that you need to remember, of course, because you're gonna use it in the activities later on. And also, these expressions are very useful, okay?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I just want to learn that.
Yes, that's really great. Okay, now let's have the first one. We have rip someone off.
Okay. To rip someone off means to make someone pay too much for something.
Okay.
I think the salesman ripped me off.
Okay. All right. Good job, Nakani-san. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. So now, please take note of that one. You can also use that for those abusive sellers. Hey, you are ripping me off. Okay. All right. So is it clear?
Yes, but I never use this word. But it is okay to use for the salesman. Maybe it will be in trouble. No.
Well, actually, first, maybe one of the reasons why you will be in trouble is maybe he or she cannot speak English and he cannot know this expression. That's the first one. And second, yes, sometimes it's like disrespecting the seller too. So maybe just for a friend, or like making a joke to a seller friend, you can just say that. Okay, but not really in a serious way. Now let's have number 2. The best someone can do.
Yes, the best someone can do is the maximum amount that a buyer can pay, or the minimum amount that a seller can take. Is $300 the best you can do?
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so like, is this the best you can do? Is $300 the best you can do? So maybe that is the maximum amount that a buyer can pay.
It means that, this is the words used for the customers or consumers. Is that right? The buyer.
Yes. Both of them can use this one.
If I'm a seller, I can use to the buyer. Okay, I understand.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Is it clear?
Yes.
Third one. Please read. We have his or her last offer.
His or her last offer. A buyer or seller won't negotiate anymore after he or her last offer.
Is it clear? Is $5 your last offer? Okay, so is it clear?
Yeah.
The seller, is this 100% sure that this one is already $5? Then you can, in that way, you can already use the last offer.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So please take note, for your last offer, that's already the last price. Okay. You just want to make sure. Okay. So like you just want to double check if the exact last price, okay, or last offer. But if you want to still negotiate for a cheaper price, you can say the best you can do. Okay, so I think it's just normal for them to use this, but like ripping someone off is not really common, so still it depends on the situation. But the best someone you can do and the last offer are very common.
Yes, maybe the last offer, maybe we can use. I do a lot of daily news article, so but this is my first time to see this word, so I just wonder if it's common or not.
I see. Well, actually, this one, these expressions are very common. Okay,
Okay.
especially the last two expression, really negotiating with companies or in the market.
Uh-huh.
So, it's really common to use. Okay, so also you can use that.
Okay,
Alright?
I see.
Yes. Okay. If you want to ask the buyer to make the seller to make it cheaper, you can just say, "Is this the best thing that you can do?" And if you just want to finalize or really double check the last offer, you can also ask, is $5 your last offer? Okay, so you can use those phrases. All right. So haven't you heard these expressions before?
No.
Yeah, but don't worry, it's common to you, so don't hesitate to use these expressions. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Now, any questions other than that? Let's proceed.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go to the next part. We have here part 2. Which of the expressions above have you used before? Oh, let's just say, because you haven't you told me that you haven't used these expressions. Have you used some expressions when you are negotiating in Japanese? Like, of course, your last offer, I think, also have some related phrases in Japanese. Is there a related phrases in Japanese, your last offer, when you buy something in the market?
In the market, maybe I have the experience to. Yes, I have the experience.
I see. Okay, so anyway, that's the question that we have in part 2. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. Okay, and try to listen, because you mentioned that you want to improve your listening skill. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now let me just read it. So when a word that ends with T comes before a word that starts with Y, the T and Y often combine to form the ch sound.
Okay.
Okay, let's have the phrase here. We have the best you. So if you're gonna combine it, like it's like the best shoe.
Best shoe.
Exactly. All right. Could you please read the example sentence?
Is $300 the best shoe can do?
Okay. So if you will just ask me, oh, what about is $300 the best you can do? Is wrong? No, it's also correct. This is also common for native English speakers to combine it, like best shoe. Okay, both are correct, so don't be confused. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, any questions?
No.
Okay. So is this also new to you?
Yes.
I see. All right. So yeah, just please remember the discussion, the lessons that we have right now. All right, that's great, Nakani-san. Now let's proceed to understand. Okay. The last lesson that you take in Jitsu Eikaiwa was your first Jitsu Eikaiwa lesson.
Maybe I think so.
Can you see the situation? Charlie is looking. Could you please read that one?
Yes. Charlie is looking for souvenir at a flea market in Lima, Peru.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's read their dialogue. Now, I'll be the seller. Please be Charlie, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's start. Please start.
Yes. 60 souls for this wooden flute. Wow, why is it so expensive?
Our flutes are made from special wood. I can give that one to you for 50 souls.
Is that the best you can do? Best you can do? I've been to 3 other places and they all offered me better prices.
All right, I'll give you a good deal. 45 souls and it's yours.
I think you're ripping me off here. Is 45 souls your last offer?
Okay, I'll give it to you for 35 souls, but that's the lowest I can go.
You've got a deal. I'll take it.
Okay, alright. Now, is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Unfortunately, Nakani-san, we cannot proceed to the next part. So yeah, let's just take note where we ended the lesson so that your next tutor will just continue the next part, okay? If you want, okay? Or you can have a daily news article too, or Chitsuyo Kaiwa. It depends on you, okay?
Yes, okay.
And thank you so much for tonight's lesson. And I know, Nakani-san, that you are really eager to learn English language. So that's really nice, okay? So just please remember the expressions we've, because I think you really did great during our discussion. So just keep practicing and just keep doing some of the ways on how to improve your English skills, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, that's really nice. Have a nice evening, Nakani-san, and I'm looking forward to our next lesson.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Good night. はい、ただいまレッスン終わりました。見ていただいたように今日使った、教材の中でこの先ほど冒頭で話した3つの、フレーズをしっかり叩き込むような、スケジュールになってたわけなんですよね。でこの教材を使うことで本当普段見たこともないようなフレーズを、実は吸収することができて、どんどん自分のボキャブラリーを増やしていくことができます。僕自身もすごいいいなと思ったので、これはかなり使えるフレーズかなって思いました。動画の中でもいっぱい自分わかんないところは質問してますので、気になる方はぜひチェックしてみてください。今日習ったのは3つですね。1つは、相手に高値を振られた時、ふっかけられた時、例えば布団セットとか幸せになれる壺80万とかそういうのふっかけられた時ですね。それ買うかどうかはちょっと置いといて、仮に自分が欲しいもの、あるいは買ってもいいかなってものが高値でふっかけられた時に使えるフレーズです。はい、それがこれですよね。Rip someone off. Rip someone off. Do you rip me off? Do you rip me off? とか言うと、高値にふっかけてませんかっていうことはできますよね。高値に振られた時はぜひこれを使っていきましょう。そして次に、これがあなたのできる限界ですかみたいな、ちょっと挑発しているような感じの言葉があるんですけど、それが2番目。The best someone can do.The best someone can do これですね。これが2番目です。つまりあなたができるもうベストなんですかこれがっていうふうに、もっとできるでしょっていう意味が含まれてます。なので、これも本当にこういう使い方するのは初めて見たので、すごく勉強になりました。The best someone can do っていうのはすごく使えるかなって思います。一番最後3番目、これは何かというと、もういろいろ値段交渉した後に、じゃあこれでもう金額決まりですってなった時に、これでいいですよねっていうフレーズが、his or her last order っていう風になります。he or her last offer っていう風に言うことができます。これがあなた最後のお願いでいいんですよね。もうこれ以上何も言いませんよねっていうニュアンスが入ってます。風に言うと、あなたはこの5ドルでもういいんですよね。もうこれ以上イチャモンつけないでくださいね。これ以上安くできませんよ。5ドルでいいんですよね。最終的な、確認になるわけですよね。以上を3つ。1つ目、rip someone off。rip someone off。高く言ってませんか ?2 番目、the best someone can do。これが限界ですかっていう意味。3番目が his or her last offer。his or her last offer。これが最後ですよね。これでいきますよっていう意味ですね。でこの1、2、3本当僕1回も聞いたことなかったんですよね、恥ずかしながら。だけど、先生に聞くと、どうもこの2番目3番目っていうのはかなりよく使われるみたいですっていう風に聞きました。値段交渉自体があまり日本でそんなにやらないのでなかなか難しいところではあるんですけれども、なので他のことに関しては、例えば海外に旅行に行った時に必ず値段交渉ありきの売買があることがあるので、ぜひフレーズを覚えて実際に適正な価格で購入するようにできたらなというふうに思っていますね。これをしっかり覚えて次に活かせたらなというふうに思っています。はい。なので皆さんもぜひ旅行に行った際とかはぜひ使ってみてください。今後役に立つようなフレーズも混ぜつつ動画更新していきますので、役に立ったなという方はぜひチャンネル登録といいねお願いいたします。今日も最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございました。